Senior, I know you always will think Teofimo beats Loma, but what about in the early rounds in particular when it looks like Loma needs to warm up?
Listen to me. I tell everybody, man, and y'all people don't see, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in like, I love this sport because I'm in another level, you know? I see things that nobody sees, you know what I'm saying? You come out and you fight like that in front of my son is gonna take your head off. And I don't wanna point out what he was doing in there because I don't want this guy to know, you understand, what we're gonna do to him. But I mean, what is Loma gonna do to my son? I mean, he can't hurt him, you know what I'm saying? So we're just gonna have to walk him down and take care of business. Everybody that fights Loma, they go in there scared, you know what I'm saying? They already lost the fight. Crolla didn't even try, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I saw the first 50 seconds of the fight, I told Christina, I think it was, from Top Rank, I told her, this fight is not gonna last more than 3 rounds. You know, and he took him out in the 4th, which everybody thought that he was finished in the 3rd, but he took him out in the 4th. You can't win fights like that, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do devastating punches. Ain't nobody was entertained. Like, it was all Loma. There was no Crolla. It was like Crolla wasn't there. You understand? Like, yeah, he wasn't even there. And I guarantee you anything, if I see Crolla's other fights, you know, at least you see him trying. This fight was like totally like outmatched, whatever you want to call it, because the guy never even tried. You know, that's why they call him No Mas Lomachenko, because there's something about him that people are so scared of him. And one thing I taught my son in this business is you win the fight before the fight. You see? You win the fight in the stare downs. You win the fight before you go in the ring.
Because we know
that's how you win the fights.
They were all at the West End and they didn't want you guys in the same hotel.
Come on, man. Come on,
what
man.
Do you think about that?
Because I got inside his head, you know? And they must have begged him to tell him what happened with Pedraza. Why was you acting like that? Why you look so desperate? They must have begged him to tell him. And he must have said, yo, Teofimo Lopez's father got into my head, you know? He told me that they were going to knock out this dude. He told me he was going to take over the show. He told me everything that I saw in my head. So I wanted to show them that he was wrong. And that's why he looked retarded fighting Pedraza. You understand? I knew I got inside his head. You understand? So they didn't want me around maybe because they didn't want him, you know, to be angry about us. And they wanted him to concentrate about Crolla. You understand?
So with this fight here, because Lomachenko got hit a little bit by Pedraza, didn't dominate like he usually does. Is he back, or is Crolla just a step below Pedraza?
Listen, man, I wanted the best for Lomachenko. I want the best for Lomachenko. I don't want Lomachenko looking bad like he did, like he looked with Pedraza, because damn, when we fight him, we're not gonna get the recognition, you know? I want him to look the best. I want him to look like a killer. Did he do that tonight? No, he didn't show me that. You understand? But he lives another day. As long as he's living, I'm happy, because I know we're gonna take him. We're gonna take him soon.
When are you guys gonna fight Lomachenko?
I want to fight him. I don't want to fight him now, right? Because it don't make no sense.
Let it build up.
I want 2 devastating knockouts, which are coming. One is coming right now with the co-main event on pay-per-view on, you know, next week, Madison Square Garden. Big card, Crawford Khan. Big devastating knockout. Boom, you get more believers. Then we fight for a world title in July, sell out the Madison Square Garden, because I know my son could do that. Knock out another dude, and then Lomachenko can't say no to us. Are we gonna wait 7 more months after July? Hell no. Why?
What about the weights?
You know?
Are you worried at all? They'll.
It's not about the weight. It's about why, if he becomes world champion in July, why do we have to wait, like Bob said, after the Super Bowl? Why? We can make that fight happen in August. Right away. You got a king. The company needs a $50 million fighter. They don't need a $2 million fighter. I've been telling Bob this since we started. All right? They need another Manny Pacquiao. Does my son fight like Manny? No. No, my son is more poised, just way 100 times better than Manny, but he could bring the numbers into the house. And that's what Top Rank needs. They need a monster in the lightweight division. And we could bring that to Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? Is the kid explosive? I mean, I know everybody sits down and watch fights. You haven't seen another fight like my son since Magdaleno.
Everyone to the media room for the press conference. Let's go this way.
Since Magdaleno, since Mike Tyson, there hasn't been nobody more exciting than my son. Nobody.
Your son said in July he wants to fight Richard Commey for his IBF title. Is that the fight you like to see for a title?
Of course. Anybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows Mikey Garcia ain't coming back. So we can fight Luke Campbell for the WBC. You know? Whoever it is, man, I want the big fights. But do we want Lomachenko right now? No. I want my son to knock out 2 other guys in a devastating way so the fight can be made.
It'll make more money for everybody involved.